All right. Good morning, everybody. It is January 1st, 2024. Happy New Year. My New Year began Christmas, the day after Christmas, sometime in that window. I was working a lot. But yeah, this New Year's off to an amazing start. It's 5:45 in the morning. I'm in Big Meadow Campground in the northern portion of Sequoia National Park. I'm about to backtrack, and we're going to do, is it Little Baldy Trail. The ranger said it's like Mora Rock on steroids. It's 3 miles, 750 or 1,000 feet in elevation gain, and yeah, crampons are like gonna be more necessary. So thank you, Mr. Ken, for the crampons. They're going to great use. Um, yeah, so what an amazing way to start off the new year officially. So I'm going to drive into the park now, and then the game plan after that is to backtrack, hang out in the north part of the park for the other half of the day, and then mosey my way on up back to Redding. And if there's any cool spots that Matthias recommends to check out on the drive up, I'll check those out. But I'm ready for a bed and a shower. Sleep last night went well. I learned from my mistakes at the Catholic Church and put up shields in all the windows. I slept. Last time I checked my watch was 10:30, and I woke up at 5:30. So, I mean, I probably went in and out of it. It is 30 degrees outside, so it's amazing to know that I was able to make it out of the other end of that car camping. You know, it wasn't the most pleasant and comfortable sleep of my life. The sleeping bag I have is not good at all, and I'm sleeping on top of, I guess, a duvet thing, and then I have a big thick blanket from Penny's house. But definitely need to invest in a better sleeping bag, especially before New Zealand. Or maybe not, because we're staying in hostels. Don't know yet. But yeah, definitely want to invest in a better sleeping bag for cold weather. You never know when you're going to use it. Maybe have a junk one for warm weather and a really durable, great one for cold weather. So yeah, I made it out the other end of it. I'm from Cleveland, baby, so... But yeah, so stick around with me. I can't wait to share this hike with you. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So we're going up Little Baldy Trail. The sunrise is starting to poke out. Oh my gosh, from the Sierras. The ranger did say that this is the best view of the Sierras, so I've been hiking up it. Plan is to catch the sunrise by the time we get to the rock point. We're at, I think, 1.5 miles, and it's a 3-mile hike, so I'm pretty sure this part's just gonna be like walking on the ridgeline. Weather's perfect. It's like 32 degrees, but I'm from Cleveland, baby, so it ain't nothing but a thing. And then, yeah, one thing I was thinking to myself was like, you know, what's the point of this YouTube channel here? And ultimately, it's about documenting adventures that I go on. You know, my dad went to Europe and talks about it all the time, backpacking across it. And I know in high school, I would have loved to have watched that video footage and seen it and been with him along the way. So it's really to document it and share it with family and friends. So yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, speak that out there, put that out there just as a reference point. Yeah, so, and if anybody new comes along the way and likes it, good for them. And if they don't, that's okay, because that's not the purpose of it. And that's all right. It's perfectly all right. Look at that. So I'm going to put the phone away and enjoy being in nature for a little bit. I'll see you guys at the beautiful scenic point. Sun's climbing higher and higher. Got a little bit more. Well, just look at that for a second. Look at how beautiful that is. Gonna keep pushing onward and forward. Let's go, baby. 2024. We're almost there, baby. I'm so excited I gotta bring you guys along with this. I swear I'm breathing heavily because I'm not out of shape, but because the air's really thin up here. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Oh. Look down there.
Little Baldy Trail. Best view of the Sierras, aside from on the other side. Best view from this angle. It's the Alps of North America. That's freaking awesome. No, but looks like you can see some snow falling off in the distance, or maybe some rain falling from the clouds. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that guy is Morro Rock. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go down there a little bit. I wonder what this little box guy is. I need to soak in the sunset and I can dwell on this stuff later, but I'm gonna go down there, see if Morro Rock's down there from that vantage point. I've got crampons on, don't worry. I'll be safe. Phenomenal. I'd give this hike, you know, especially with the effort and everything, definitely like 9 or 10 out of 10. So I'll share with you any more awesome things I see along the way. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Guys, this is just amazing. It's only 1.7 miles uphill. It's a 7.5 foot elevation gain. I managed to hike my way down that shelf. Turns out there's a little insurance cliff down here. Little rocks going everywhere, looking off into the valley. Absolutely phenomenal. Well worth the cold hands and the cold night I slept. I'm so thankful that I stuck it out and was able to push through the cold weather in the night car camping. I'm so happy that I get to share this with all of you. So I'm just gonna watch the sunrise, maybe get a couple pictures, and yeah, maybe my friends will meet me up here, the ones I met back at the camp. That would be awesome. But if not, that's okay too. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this view and just hang out here. So I'll talk to you later. You can see the sun. It's almost too bright to look at the horizon. You can see how it's rising on the other side. This would be westward bound. Absolutely beautiful. Let's play around. So this is the southern part of the park. Morro Rock is down that way. I think it's grazing right over the edge right there. So we're further back, and this is our view of the Sierras, Little Baldy. And then if you turn around, looking up that way, this is the northern part of the park, and then Kings Canyon's probably up there going that way. So my mistake, that is not Morro Rock. It is instead over, I think, right down there, that little point. But look at how amazing this is. Anyway, I'm gonna do some push-ups and begin the trail walk down. So I'm taking the switchbacks down. And then if you look down there, you can see the road through the trees. So it just kind of runs parallel to this main road. I think it's called the General's Highway. But yeah. So I'll see you down at the bottom in the car. Here we are at the end of the trail. And there's Trusty Rusty. Little Baldy saddle. So, all in all, it took me about 2 hours and 10 minutes to do this hike. It was 3 miles and it was 800 feet in elevation gain. So really awesome. And that's with you stopping and taking the views in. When I do my hikes, I usually keep the trail running on the all trails, the navigation. That way it really gives you a full expectation of what the hike's like, view stops included. So fantastic. Little Baldy Saddle, highly recommend it. Happy New Year. We're gonna hit the road now and head to the northern part of Sequoia and then mosey our way on up to back home to Redding. So stick along for the ride. It's gonna be awesome. Here we have the Kings Canyon overlook. Protecting wilderness. One of the largest areas in the wilderness in the lower 48 states lies before you. The expanse Sierra Nevadas, both national forest and national parklands. Wilderness provides us increasingly far-reaching benefits. Looks like straight ahead, we've got Mount Spanish right there. It's a very intricate name. It's really pretty. Here there's another cool Kings Canyon overlook, but yeah, so we're gonna keep driving. We're gonna go to Kings Canyon Visitor Center and have a nice bathroom break. Happy New Year's. Our next hike of the morning, we're doing the Grant Tree Trail. I had great conversations with the park ranger and the Conservation Society lady about, you know, what it's like being a park ranger and living in this area. It's really fascinating. Fires are a big deal. So yeah, these are crazy, but I'll show you along the way. So apparently this is Kings Canyon, and this is like the Grant Grove section in Kings Canyon, which is an older national park than Sequoias by a week. And that's freaking cool. You go all the way through the bottom of the Sequoia like that. I'll have to record it in a sec. Here's that same Sequoia from the other end. We'll walk through it. This is crazy. But so Grant Grove is the OG national park, but now it's been changed to Kings Canyon, which I thought was really fascinating. Apparently they were, the logging industry was starting to tear up a lot of the sequoias, so they quickly enacted it to put it in place. So this sheer size of the sequoia is like, it reminds me of the National Geographic picture of the guys climbing up it that I always saw growing up. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. So here we are on the North Grove Loop hike. Lots of beautiful sequoias around. It's a pretty easy hike. You know, it's like flattened log road type vibe. It's a really brief 2-mile hike. The ranger highly recommended that I do it, so checking it out. You look at that, like you got a little sequoia right there. See him going up right there. This is pretty cool. I like the view of the sequoias here. It's a really special place. So if there's any other outstanding things on this hike, I'll share it with you. But I kind of get the feeling that this is the gist, so I might, you know, just enjoy it and enjoy the hike, you know, enjoy being in the present moment. So, but I'm really happy that I get to share it with you guys. I'm trying to think. Next, we're gonna go down the road to Kings Canyon towards Hume Lake. The park's actually closed for Kings Canyon. It's more of a summertime park. It's just too wintry and snowy. So, and then on my way out towards Fresno, we're gonna do the Mark Twain stump and the big stump. So I'm looking forward to doing that and sharing that with you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. So I figured why not, while I'm here, do this extra portion on the North Loop. It's called Dead Giants loop. So right here is a giant dead redwood that fell way back in the day. It's only an extra like half a mile. So it's like an extra mile altogether. But it's really beautiful here. It's a different vibe, I'd say, than what I did yesterday in the park on the southern portion. But I really like it here. It's nice, quiet, calm, peaceful. The terrain's really flat. It's really well trafficked. There's like old logging roads and stuff. And this is definitely a good second day thing to do. Although I did speak with the ranger and the storm point, and they told me that in the summertime, if you come to Sequoia, it's wiser to come in through the northwestern part from Fresno and then to work your way south, because if you're working your way from south to north, starting at the southern part of the park, they'll have, 2-3 hour long car lines waiting to get in the park. So it's quicker just to come in that way, and there's no line. So that might be something to do in the future, a summertime Sequoia trip where start in Fresno, come in from west to east, work your way down from north to south, and then when it spits you out there, you could go to Mineral Springs or Mineral King, and then you could work I don't know about Death Valley, it'd be wicked hot in the summertime, but maybe curve around and go up the coast of California. That's a potential road trip, or you go out eastward. So just things that I was thinking about that I learned, little nuggets, little niblets of information for future trip planning for future Pierre. So I'll talk to you later. So there's a little offshoot from the Fallen or Dead Giants loop and a beautiful overlook of this lake. Like, look, there's a nice little house cottage right there, and there's docks. I'll have to look up on the back end what this lake is. I'll let you guys know, but I'd say this little detour is well worth it, simply just for the lake view, and the Dead Giant was pretty cool. It's just nice all together. So we're gonna go back, finish up this loop, then we're gonna drive down Kings Canyon, check that out, get some sick views, then backtrack and hit Mark Twain Stump and Big Stump, and then we'll be back Redding bound. It's probably around 12 in the afternoon, so I think I'll have enough time between everything to knock it all out and have some daylight. And then, I mean, you can always drive in the evening, so we'll see. Stick around. On the drive down to Hume Lake, and it looks really awesome through the trees. I'm sure that this isn't doing it full justice, but I'm excited for the awesome views upcoming. Check this out. Kings Canyon. This might take the cake. Oh my gosh, it just has great views. Like, look at this. Just great scenic drive. Oh, this is phenomenal. And this is like only scratching the surface. This entire park is closed during the winter time, so definitely a must in the summer. But we're gonna focus on the road. So it looks like the road curves all the way down into that actual canyon right there. That's freaking awesome. So that's where the actual Kings Canyon is. It's really sandy deposits here on the side. It looks like it might be like more prone to, I guess, risk for mudslides or something like that. Don't want to give the mountain any ideas, but just an observation. But we're gonna keep on winding down until the road closes, and then we'll turn around and, oh my gosh, this thing goes on forever. Wow. All right, we're just gonna keep on hauling. There's our first view of Hume Lake right there. Kind of see it. Which looks like a great recreation area, like where you can do swimming in the summertime. That's what one of the rangers was telling me, is that there's a lot of fun, like summertime water related activities to do here, which is awesome. Yeah, check that out. So here we are at Hume Lake. There's like a general store down here. Looks like there's all little sorts of things you can get. Might pop in real quick and ask them a question. I'm curious about air quality in the summertime here. That's cool. A lot of people love Jesus, apparently. Wow. And then you got this. What do we have here? The Ponderosa
Hume Apparel, Ponderosa Lodge, Ponderosa Dining Commons. And then look, there's Hume Lake. It looks like it's pretty dried up. Right there. That's very dried up. So I just finished the drive down to Kings Canyon. That's the views you just looked at coming here. And then I stopped and did this, kind of circled around Hume Lake and went up this 10-mile road. I'd say if you're wanting to drive down here, first of all, Kings Canyon, amazing. But I would say take this road down and back. The views are way more awesome, and there's more pullouts and cool stuff, Chicago Stump, Bull Tree, and going into Kings Canyon and everything for the summertime. This drive, take it or leave it. There's a lot of campsites along the way, but if you're wanting a drive with beautiful scenic views, this is definitely the way to go. But as my little niblets for the future, next we're gonna head over to Big Stump Snow Play area and check out Mark Twain's stump, and then it's off to Redding, so stay tuned. Big Stump Trail, here we go. Next stop, the Mark Twain stump. Here's our first big stump. According to the ranger, the logging industry is what ended up tearing up these stumps and everything. So yeah, on the Mark Twain stump, you're able to climb on top of it to get an idea of the magnitude of the trees. So we'll just keep on trucking. Good Lord, look at that stump. We'll keep on. That one's got a little step. Okay. Hold on, stay with me for a sec. What do we got here? Wow, this is a big stump. Kind of self-explanatory, but there you go. I'm gonna go check out that big stump over there. So. Look at this one. Got another big stump. This one's got a little hidey hole through it. Check it. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. There. That's a big stump. All right. We're coming for you, Mark. Check out this. It's a little old log that's been turned into a bridge across this babbling brook, if you will. Onward. Check it out. It's a meadow of stumps. And then you got, you guessed it, another big stump. So we're gonna keep going. We're almost to Mark Twain stump. Well, what do we have here? Is this what I think it is? That's right, Pierre. It is a big stump. But this is the special big stump. The ultimate sacrifice. The Mark Twain stump in front of you is a unique story to tell. In 1891, when lumbermen were cutting other sequoia trees for grapevine stakes, lumber and shake shingles, Mark Twain tree was selected for another fate, world fame. The American Museum of Natural History in New York City wanted a cross-section of the giant sequoia for display. Mark Twain tree was chosen to provide the slab. Through this huge tree sacrifice, many people far from California could marvel at the immensity of the sequoias. Some vowed to preserve the remaining giants as living, growing monuments. And then if we pan down here, look at this house. Look at the family down here. Oh, dang, they used axes? Oh my gosh, that must have taken forever. 2 lumbermen work inside the undercut. Notice the chips that were already accumulated. It took 13 days of chopping and sawing to bring the tree down. The lumbermen cut a cross-sectional slab of the tree and then cut the slab into movable pieces.
for the rail shipment to New York, another slab went to a British museum in London. Museum visitors all over the world miss the immensity of the sequoia trees. The slab is still displayed in New York. Photographer documented the falling of the sequoia. Notice the trees surrounding. Look around and see how the forest has regenerated since then. So I take it fell somewhere around here, and then since then the forest has regenerated. So let's go on the stump and see what it's about. It's kind of hollow on the inside, kind of like some of the other trees that were still living, but needless to say, this is, in fact, a very big stump. Thank you for this tagging along with me on this hike. I'm happy you're here. I think we're gonna mosey our way back to the car and then head back to Redding. Hopefully we can stop and get a picture of a cool national park sign on our way out of the park. So thank you for tagging along, and if there's anything else cool, I'll throw it in there. If not, I'm gonna kind of enjoy the moment and enjoy experiencing nature. So I took a little feather bed loop tour. Of course, more big stumps, but if you look at these piles right here of kindling, the ranger was telling me this is a way that they manage, they do good forest management. She said the Forest Service does a better job than the National Park Service because of politics and different things like that, but doing selective cutting, what's the word, logging, helps in preventing, oh, that's cool, look at this group. It helps in preventing like too much overgrowth in trees. And she talked about how Theodore Roosevelt, back in the day, who loved the national parks, he would gallop on his horse throughout the forest and everything. And when the brush grows so thick, you can't even gallop on a horse in there. So it's like, you know, Theodore Roosevelt, but it kind of gives you a frame of reference as far as how like, you need to save the trees and preserve them, but you need to do it intelligently, and selectively taking out stuff allows for the forest to live longer. That way a fire doesn't just ravish and completely clear house and destroy everything, which I thought was really fascinating. And so these small brushes, they do controlled burns of them. And that helps clear up everything. That way it's not a big matchbox waiting to burn down, you know, at the slightest lightning strike. So, you know, smart tree management goes a long way. Another big stump. Back to the car we go. I just did the most push-ups I've ever done in my life. Not the flex, but I just did 70. That's a great record breakthrough. So I just finished up the big stump loop. Here, check it out. I did this portion right here going on this part of the road. Took me about half an hour, 1.3 miles, 250 feet of elevation. So not bad at all. Really chill, fun for like bringing the family or little kids. I could see that. Perfect cherry on top for this awesome trip. Last hike of the day. So plan is now to drive down to Sinclair's in Fresno, get some gas, and mosey my way back up to Redding. So it looks like I'd get back at 7 p.m. this evening. So, you know, barring traffic and everything, it should be pretty awesome straight shot back. So get there tonight. Might take a pit stop in Sacramento. I want to stop by an REI, a Lululemon for some pants. I have to get a hole repaired in my khakis. And then, what's the other thing I did? Oh, I need some adventure pants for New Zealand. And I was gonna go to like a Columbia outlet store. So I'll regroup and when I get closer to Sacramento. But thank you for joining me on this hike. It was absolutely lovely. I'm glad I could bring you along and share this awesome experience with you. Love you, and I'll see you later. Bye. I'm driving down to Fresno, and I just noticed this cloud sleeping and just how beautiful it looks on the mountainscape. See the sunbeams dancing in the sky as they cascade down. Got a little roadway going there. This is an alternate, more scenic route, I would imagine. The road's closed for the winter time. And just, it is such a beautiful day. down near Fresno, California. So yeah, making my way down. I will tune into, actually, while I got you here, I just wanted to share my experience with Sequoia National Park / Kings Canyon National Park. Really loved it. Hidden gem of a national park. Didn't realize how massive it was. Definitely coming back here. I'd put it in my top 10, if not top 5 national parks. Definitely want to come back for Kings Canyon in the summertime. So yeah, I really loved it. A lot of cool trails, a lot of wilderness, just so much to explore. And I really love this part of California. One thing that's concerning is the air quality in the summertime. I wonder how severe that is, but it's been a really great adventure. I needed a little vacation from rainy Redding to come up down here. It's good to see, you know, there's so much to see in the United States and across California and everything, and it's really beautiful. And I'm really happy I've been able to share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything else that comes up on this beautiful drive down the mountain, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.